Honorable United States Congressman Gene Green.
Thank you for that testimonial. I've been honored to represent East Harris County, first as a state senator back in the 80s, and then since 1992 as a member of Congress. Now the federal courts of the legislature changed our boundaries. I used to have Fidelity in Clinton Park, but they changed that. Now this is in where the church is at, is in Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee's district. But if you just go to the east a little bit in the Galena Manor, that's our district, all the way out to Beltway 8. And but we started something, and what he was talking about is in the late 90s we were having issues with Maxey Road area, a lot of apartments there, and the folks in the community decided they would get together, and we were able to get some money to build a Houston Police storefront there. That's the same beat as in Fidelity and Clinton Park and also Pleasantville. Pleasantville used to participate with us, but has it for years. But so we meet monthly, and Europa Harris is that young lady who has been with me now since, I think, since 1991. Europa's been in our office working and setting up those kind of programs to serve our community. And we had our meeting last week. We do a meeting on Monday morning at 8:30 at the storefront. And typically we try to do it early in the month, the first Monday of the month, but that changes depending on schedule. But the community is welcome to come over. I know the pastor, Lacy's been there because it's the same beat, HPD Northeast, is this. It serves that area there. And we just try to problem solve. We do community cleanups. We started our job fair many years ago, the first one for our community. And now we do 2 job fairs a year, one on the east side of our district and one out to the north, because our district goes out to Greens Point Mall. But one, I want to thank you for inviting my wife and I. Our children are now, those little small children when I was first running, now made us grandparents 4 times. Like kids today, when my wife and I were growing up, our grandparents just lived down the street. When our children were growing up, they lived about 20 minutes away. Now my grandchildren, one set lives in Brownsville, Texas, and the other in Omaha, Nebraska. So we don't get to see them as often as I'd love to, because it's something special about being a grandparent. You know, one, we can spoil them and send them back. But as a grandparent, I just like watching them because they change so quick. Watching them grow, and I asked someone about that, and I said, what's the difference? They said, well, when you're a parent, you're busy working, you're going to school, you're doing everything else. You don't see those changes in your children because you're there all the time. But as a grandparent, even though you may only see them once a week or once a month, you see those changes and how they're beginning to grow, and it's just a blessing from God to do that and to watch that. So, but I do have an opponent in the March 1st primary. Early voting starts this Tuesday, and our closest early vote location is the Houston Community College Northeast, just up the 610 loop behind all those trucks, and or off Highway 90. But I appreciate your support, your prayers. I've said this to Pastor Lacy before. I said I've never had a job that I didn't need the prayer to help us get this job done. And if you watch the news or read the paper, you see how challenging it is. But we've been successful over the years, making sure we have, one of my proudest events is when you get a job in our district, the next thing you want to know is my employer going to cover me with insurance and my family. We passed the Affordable Care Act. My Republican colleagues call it the Obamacare, and I said, well, I'm not president, but I helped write that law because I'm on the health subcommittee. I kidded the president one time. I said, you know, all you had to do is sign your name. We had to do all those all-night hearings to do it. Could we just for a minute call it the Gene Green Care? But now we're covering over 12 million people in our country who didn't have insurance before the Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act. And so I'm proud we've defended it. My Republican majorities tried to repeal it 62 times. Thank goodness the Senate won't pass it, and if they do, like recently, the president will veto it, and they don't have 2/3 vote. That's why this election is so important. We need to make sure people get elected who have our values of family, of making sure our community continues to grow, our children have whatever opportunity they want to do, to go to college or whatever. And that's what I've been trying to do my whole career, and I want to continue to do it. And I appreciate your prayers and your support. March 1st, but even before then, if you want to go vote early. And again, I want to thank Pastor Lacy for his leadership in the community for so many years. And St. Matthew's is a church that, like I said, my children, they were here a couple of weeks ago, and we took our grandchildren to campaign. But again, they have jobs like everyone else, so they can't spend time with me as much as I'd love them to. But thank you, church, for what you do in our community.
Amen.
Amen. Congressman Gene Green.
Say Zoe Early Films.
Zoe Early Films.